We bring in Minority Whip, Louisiana Representative Steve Scalise. Congressman, good to have you back.
Shannon, always good to be with you.
Okay, Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger, Democrat out of Virginia, we were told, was very heated on this call, very upset. She said this, reportedly, quote, "We lost races we shouldn't have lost. Defund the police almost cost me my race because of an attack ad. Don't say socialism ever again. We need to get back to basics." It seems like the messaging worked for you guys. You've picked up seats most of us did not expect you to pick up. How are you feeling about that?
Feeling really great about the great candidates who won in a lot of places that the experts didn't expect, but we did because we knew the kind of candidates we had and the message. And look, Shannon, this really came down to the fight between freedom and socialism. And whether Spanberger and the others are angry today, they weren't angry when they were pushing that radical agenda and when they were voting for that radical agenda that was so out of touch with the country. The Green New Deal, Medicare for all, getting rid of private health insurance, defunding police. They voted for all of that stuff, and then they were upset when the voters rejected their radical shift to the left. So, you know, that's really where our candidates had a great message that we stand for getting our economy back open safely, for getting schools reopened, for rounding the corner on COVID, the continuing to keep taxes low so that we can create more jobs. And that was the message. Support our police, support the unborn. They were for killing babies after they're born alive outside the womb. They wouldn't even bring a bill to the floor to ban that. And after all of that shift to the socialist left, they wonder why they were rejected at the polls.
Well, Speaker Pelosi is still celebrating what happened. She says, in 2016, we won 40 seats. We went deep into Trump districts when Trump was not on the ballot. But clearly, with Trump on the ballot, we knew it would be a steeper climb. So far, of the 30 districts that Democrats currently hold that Trump won in 2016, we have won or are ahead in 70% of those races. There have been chatters and whispers about whether there would be a real challenge to her leadership. She seems to be very good at fending those off. And unless every single one of these races outstanding goes your way, and no one expects that, she is still going to be the Speaker of the House. So how do you proceed there in the minority?
Well, first of all, you know, she can revisit history, but I was actually doing a national interview the day of the election, and she was predicting at least 10 seats that they would gain, if not more. I was countering that. And as we find out, of course, we're up at least 8. And there are a lot of seats that are still not called on the West Coast that we're leading in. So our margin could be higher than that in double digits. And look, she's already got a tough time because she embraced the socialist left. She let the squad, AOC, and the socialist members of their party run the agenda for the last 2 years. They started with impeachment. They went after the president every single day. They didn't work with him on even things that their own members agreed with. We could have gotten an infrastructure bill, which President Trump wanted to do. We had a bill to help our small businesses and help families get another round of PPP loans that they held back. They held those small businesses hostage at the very last few months because they didn't want the president to get a win. And they were punished at the polls for those kind of partisan tactics.
Well, quickly, members of the squad won their races. They're sticking around, and they say they expect if Biden becomes president, they've got a progressive laundry list for him, and they say it's no time to shirk back from that, and they're going to push him, and they want to get those things done.
Yeah, that's right. You know, they're going to continue to push further to the left. They sure didn't get the message because their districts are far left socialist districts. Clearly, the battlegrounds, and there's about 30 of them, where they were districts Trump won or were 1 or 2 points either way. Those are the areas that we picked up seats and where we're going to continue to gain even more. And again, those were the people you heard on that call today really ringing the alarm. The problem is they're not in control on the left. The socialist left is controlling the House and Pelosi's agenda right now.
Number of House races still outstanding. We are tracking each of them. In the meantime, Congressman Steve Scalise, thank you for your time.
Shannon, great being with you.